All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a different kind of video. Normally, I'll have topics I want to discuss, and I'll have some topics in this video, but this message is more of a personal message to my viewers, supporters, subscribers, anybody that's watching, basically. And anybody that's been here for a long time. This is going to be kind of like a real talk. And if you're familiar with the real talks, I just go on and talk about whatever. But this is going to be similar to that, but it's going to be more focused on people that are watching me, basically, right? Where do I start? So basically, I do have a lot of good viewers, right? And the way I see people that are subscribed and support me and leave comments and people that watch me, and if we have positive interactions, the way that I look at you guys is I look at you as the less than 1% in the world, right? Because I always talk about like how 99% of the world is retarded, right? I don't include you guys in that. And a lot of times I'll make angry videos, or I'll get upset. And if there's a viewer that I have an issue with that is coming at me in a negative way and they have a problem with me, I'll make a video specifically for that person, addressing that person directly, so that you guys know. Like, I try to make an example out of those people, right? And the reason I do that is because I want you to see the kind of people that are against me. And I also want you to see that when I say something, I'm not just talking out of my ass. I know what I'm saying. That's why I don't like when people try to correct me or argue with me or whatever. Because I know they're ignorant. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So I make those videos as an example, right? Like, here is a person that has an issue with me, that has a problem with me. This is how they think. This is what they're saying. This is their comment. And this is my response, right? I break it all down. Again, because I want you to guys see how I think, where I get my information, how I come to my conclusions, and all of that. And it's a show, right? I'm showing you guys. I'm putting on a display to say, hey, don't be like these people, right? And I'm going to say this again. 99.9% of the world are like those people, the ones that argue with me and we have disagreements and all of that. But I also want to create a separation between those people and my viewers, right? Or what I would call supporters or subscribers. Because if you're subscribed, and this is why I have viewers, supporters, and subscribers, right? Subscribers are people that clearly support me, but they've gone an extra step beyond just being a supporter because they're subscribing, right? A supporter can be somebody that just watches but isn't necessarily subscribed, right? A viewer can just be somebody that's watching, and they can be a hate viewer. They can be somebody that doesn't like me or whatever. That's why I have viewers, supporters, and subscribers in the thumbnail. I want you guys to understand there's a difference. That's the way I look at it, right? So my subscribers, when I talk about my subscribers, you guys are like in a league of your own, because there's no way you're going to subscribe to somebody like me who has my views and opinions and says the things I do, unless you understand and agree with it, right? Why would you subscribe to, like, it's not like I have a million subscribers, right? And that's what separates me from other people. And I'm probably never going to get to a million subscribers, to be honest. I probably could if I really put an effort in and really tried and wanted to. The issue with that, and this is why I'm making this video, is because I would have to change my whole entire channel to be something completely different. Or I would have to make an entirely new channel based on drama and fake shit, right? And I don't like being a fake person. I can be entertaining, right? I can be funny. I can be a cool guy. I can be friendly and all of that. But that's not who I am. And the reason why I am not that person is because I know the world that I'm in. I know how evil this world is, an evil and dark place. And what keeps it that way is people living in ignorance and people pretending to get along and being fake without addressing the real issues, right? I don't like living in that world. Call it a curse or a gift, but I can see through all the bullshit. And because of that, it lets me see everything. And I'm like, I don't want to live in this, right? That's all I think about all day, every day. I'm not one of these people that's like, well, ignorance is bliss, right? Put your head in the sand and just forget everything that's going on in the world and pretend nothing's happening. I'm the complete opposite of that. That's why I call myself the real truth, because that's all I think about. I look at the world, I see what it is, and I'm like, this shit is fucked. And then I feel like I'm the only person that really, truly wants to do something about it. There are people that talk about wanting to do something about it. But then I feel like when it comes down to actually doing something, I feel like I'm the only one that really wants to do something. That's how I really feel. And then I have my subscribers who I feel are at least in tune and align with me in the way I want to do things. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm giving too much credit to my subscribers. But whatever the case is, I would hope that if you're a supporter or a subscriber, and even my viewers, people that aren't necessarily subscribed, or even if you're hate watching me, that you come around to my way of thinking and doing things. And we move this world in a better direction. And I'm just going to tell you guys straight up, being a nice guy, kissing people's asses, trying to get along with people that are fake and all this other stuff, that's not going to change the world. That's the truth. I keep thinking about this over and over and over. And I'm like, can I be this fake person? Can I be this celebrity, entertainer, funny guy, blah, blah, blah? I could do all of that shit, but that's not going to change the world. I will have to either make a whole entirely new channel or completely change this channel to do that. What I've wanted to do on this channel for a long time, which I haven't done, is literally react to people's content and show you how wrong they are in everything that they say. Because anytime I watch anyone talk, I can tell you all the things they're saying that are wrong. You can call me nitpicky. You can call me whatever you want. Anytime I hear anybody talk about anything, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm like, this guy's wrong about this guy's wrong. Like, I can see everything that's wrong. The problem that I'm having is getting everybody else to see what I see. And then finding people that actually, once they see it, want to change it. Do you see where I'm at? So when I don't make videos for a long time, that's the stuff that I'm thinking about. I'm like, how do I move this forward? Because I've already said everything I really need to say. Right? You can watch any of my videos. You can go back. I can say more things, but what's the point? Right? If my messages are not being heard, if I'm shadow banned on YouTube, and then I make the decision that I want to react to people's content, then YouTube makes a rule saying they don't like React content, so they're going to start flagging people for that. Do you see where this is going? As soon as I come up with this idea in my head, you can go back through my videos and find it where I said I'm going to start reacting to people's videos. Right after that, YouTube made the rule and they were like, we don't want people reacting to people's videos. It's like they made that rule just for me. And I was like, they don't want me to expose people. They want people to live in this fake reality with all these fake people that pretend to be real when they're not. These influencers, right? These celebrities, all these fake people that you see everywhere, even on YouTube, the people that pretend to be real, they're fake. I'm going to say this. If you want to see how I really am, or at least I want to say a good little percentage, not even maybe 10% of how I really am, go to Twitter. Because I started using Twitter more. And what I do is if I see something stupid that pops up on my feed or whatever, I'll respond to it. That's how I really am. I can't say those things that I say on Twitter on YouTube. And as I've said in the past, I try to curate and make my content to be suitable for YouTube because of all the rules that they have. And YouTube, for the foreseeable future, is the platform that most people watch. That's where I have most of my subscribers. That's where everybody has most of their subscribers and viewers, right? And if I'm trying to spread a message to change the world, I have to do it on YouTube. This is the platform. I put my content on other platforms, but guess what? I don't have as many viewers over there. I don't have as many subscribers. And I have the same amount of content on all my platforms. And yet YouTube is the one that does the best, right? I'm not saying I'm doing good, but in terms of viewership and all of that, YouTube is still the platform. So until that changes, I will continue to make my content around YouTube's rules. I did want to I've had this idea where I'm like, I can have like small videos or shorts and tell you guys, hey, go to this other platform and watch my content over there because I can't say the same stuff over here, or even on Patreon, right? But then YouTube made another rule and they were like, we don't want you spreading links to other platforms on YouTube. So they don't want people posting links to other platforms on YouTube. You see how they're doing all this censorship, right? So it's crazy how this world, but that's the world we live in, right? So I'm trying to work within the boundaries of what is available to do what I can. But it's very demotivating and hard to do when people don't really support what you're doing, right? And I mean, I have supporters, I have subscribers, and I could probably do better if I tried harder. But I've made content since 2018. I've had different channels. I've had like 3 different channels. And guess how many things have gotten better in the world since that time? None. Nothing. Things have gotten worse since 2019 or 2018. So over 8 years I've been making content and the world is a worse place. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, what can I do? And I'm not trying to like give you guys no hope, right? Like I'm not trying to be that person that's like, all right, there's nothing we can do. Just give up. I don't want to do that because I haven't given up, right? That's why I'm talking right now. But I'm a real person. I don't like to mislead people. I don't like to lie to people. I don't like to trick people. I tell you guys how it is, for better or for worse, right? That's what I'm about. So long story short, I'm trying to come up with ways that I can spread my influence, right? I've considered making a video game. I've considered making an anime because those are the things that I'm into. And I'm like, maybe if I build some wealth over in these other areas, then I can spread my message through that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like trying to branch out to other things. I'm just right now trying to come up with ways and ideas to do things and figuring out what's the best thing for me to do. What I'm going to do exactly is still something I'm debating in my own head, right? And I don't know how long it's going to take for me to actually come up with a real plan to execute all of these things that I just listed. But what I will say is that I do realize that procrastination isn't producing results, right? Like I'm not getting to where I want to go by putting it off and talking about it. It's just a matter of me choosing a path and sticking to it, right? And I've talked about streaming regularly here. I've talked about a lot of things that I want to do. I just haven't executed on any of those things because I've been going through personal things that I've discussed in the past. And I'm trying to sort everything out, right? I'm trying to like, all right, this is the best thing to do and this is the best way to do it. That's what I'm doing now. And I'm kind of doing that now while I'm talking to you guys, but I mean, you know, in my own head, I'm just thinking about stuff and I'm like, okay, what's the best thing to do? So long story short, and I don't want to make this video too long because it's, you know, it's just like personal message to you guys. But what I will say is I do appreciate you guys. I do appreciate my supporters and subscribers. And when I get angry, this is the main message I want to get across to you guys. When I get angry, I'm not really talking to my supporters or subscribers. I'm actually talking to viewers that will come here that don't know what I'm talking about, never heard me talk before, and might have a misconception about the world, right? And they don't know what the fuck's going on. Those are the people that I'm really trying to reach. Sadly, a lot of people that are like that don't want to hear what I have to say. So that kind of limits my reach. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like a double-edged sword. I don't know how to explain it, but other than the people that I'm trying to reach don't want to hear what I have to say. And the people that do want to hear what I have to say already understand what I have to say. They already know what I'm talking about. So the message kind of goes on. I don't want to say deaf ears, but it just doesn't get across to the people I'm trying to get it across to. So I have to figure out how to get that done. I honestly think that the only thing I can really do is just build up as many subscribers and supporters as I can. And then over time, those people that don't want to listen or hear, they will be defaulted into listening and hearing just by my influence, just by knowing that somebody like me exists. And the biggest issue I have with the big influencers and celebrities and all these people, all these fake people in the world right now, is that none of them say the real full truth. They have little bits and pieces and parts of it, but they withhold or withdraw things they don't want to say because they don't want to look bad to the public. They want to look politically correct. They don't want people to think that they're crazy, blah, 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 right? They're always trying to satisfy people that don't like them. I don't care about that. I'm just going to tell you guys straight up. If you don't like me, I'm going to go at you harder. I'm not going to try to make you happy and make you feel good. I'm going to try to destroy you. That's me. That's what separates me from everyone else. Other people, they won't like you, or you may not like them, but they'll try to cater to you because they want to build an audience, right? I can't be that fake, right? I can be fake to a certain degree where, you know, I can try to be cool with everybody, but there comes a point where there's a line that is drawn. And I'm like, I'm not going that far. Like, there's certain things, and I'll give you an example. I will never be cool with the alphabet community, the rainbow community, the weird community. I'll never be cool with those people. I'll never be friendly with them. I'll never cater to them. They'll never like me. I'll never like them. There's no common ground. There's no agreement. If you're part of that community, get the fuck out of my face. That's how I feel about it. Do what you want to do in your little in your little private life by yourself or with your partner. But I don't want to hear shit you got to say. Because if you think like that and you're part of that weird community, you're fucked up. Something's wrong with you mentally. So there's nothing you can say to me that I need to hear from you. You have mental issues. What the fuck do I need to hear from you? What are you going to tell me? How are you going to help me in this world when you're the primary tool that's being used by the evil ones that control the world, the demons? You're the primary tool that they're using to destroy the world. Why would I want to listen to you? You don't even know you're being used as a tool, let alone how backwards your lifestyle is. Nobody should be like that. You want to see how I feel about that community? Go to my Twitter. It's my main message up there. I don't know if I have it pinned, but I should pin it. But anyways, go to my Twitter if you want to see how I really think about shit. And I would say a lot more shit, but there are things that I can't say, period. Let's just say that I'll never say. But that's why I tell people that come here to my channel and they think I'm some kind of saint or a light worker. I've never classified myself as that. I don't see myself as that. I just see myself as a person that's trying to wake people up and spread the truth so that we can get to an overall better world for everybody, including myself. Right? That's what I'm trying to do. And there's certain communities and certain groups of people that simply just don't fit that bill. They do not fit into the ideal world that I believe in. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys, religious people are part of that too. But I'm willing to give them more of an out, an olive branch, as you might say, right? And reach out to those people and try to get on some common ground. But even those people are so far gone. Most of the world is so far gone that it's hard for me to reach those people. So the only thing I can think of is to build up a big enough audience through some kind of influence, whether it be a video game, an anime, or even YouTube or something. I have to do something that builds me a big audience, and then I'll have more influence that way. Right? That's about it. That's where I'm going to leave it. I'll have more things to talk about. I don't know. I'm not going to make any promises as to when my next video is going to be. But yeah, I do really appreciate all my supporters and all my subscribers. I'm surprised you guys are still here, but I'm glad. And I haven't forgotten about you guys. I do want to make more content. It's just a matter of what's going to get the best results. Because my end goal is to change the world for the better. And I want to use this platform to do it. But how do I get that done? You get what I'm saying? I don't know. But the one thing I will assure you of is that I don't want to be a fake person. I don't want to be one of these fake people that pretends to be like a real person and then they just switch up and change into this fake person. And then you're like, whoa, what happened to this dude? He used to be this way. Now he's this way. If you go to the beginning of my channel until now, and even on my old channels, I've never changed. I'm still the same person. I'm always going to be the same. I'm never going to change, no matter what. So there's that. Anyways, if you guys like, comment, subscribe, share where you can. Please support Patreon if you want to do that. Please support my Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, because I am tweeting or Xing. I don't even know what the right term is, but I am using that platform to get more messages out. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm the kind of person, this is the last thing I'm going to say. What I say, I mean. If you didn't know, now you know. And go on X and you can see how I really am. I mean what I say. I'm not a nice person. That's all I'm going to say. But who cares? Nice people aren't changing the world anyways. If you like, comment, subscribe, share where you can. Hit the notification bell. See you guys in the next video. Take care.